as I spoke, and after I spoke, and then Mujahid, he got up, and then my big homie Goof spoke, and after that, and we dispersed from the mosque, and we came outside at him. It was never the plan to do this. That's why I said I knew it was some spiritual awakening, bro, because we came outside, cats started shaking hands. Chris was just coming up to me, Beat man, hey homie, we need to do this, bro. Man, it's good to see you, homie. And I'm telling my cats, I know if I've been after you. You feel me? And now I'm shaking his hand. I just seen you. I just shot at you. Now I'm shaking his hand. Literally. Feel me? And so once we did that, somebody called LAPD. LAPD came. By this time, it's over 200 to 300 people in the middle of the street of Central Avenue. They called LAPD. They thought it was a riot. No, it wasn't a fucking riot. It was brothers and sisters coming together who was tired of the fucking mass killings in Watts, bro, for the first time in life. History. We marched from the Nixon Gardens to the Jordan Down Projects, and 2 parties went on for 2 days and 2 nights, man, nonstop.
Wow.
From that point on, bro, history was made. 1992, the Watts Peace Treaty. The Peace Treaty started and was developed in Watts, man, and it merged throughout Los Angeles, through other states, all the way down to Chicago.
And what happened? How long did it last?
For us, 12 years, almost 12 and a half straight years, which we never got our credit for. That's why the movie is so important to be released, because we didn't get our credit from the media. The media didn't want to massively show how this community saved lives consecutively for 12 years, how the crime rate went like this in Watts. And so, not Los Angeles, but Watts.
12 years, and so you were saying 1992 is about the time that the peace treaty started?
Yes.
So like 2004?
Yes, exactly. All the way to 2004, murders took place, Adam, at the skate depot with our younger baby generations, which was the peace treaty babies. That's how the shit went back into the war.
Wow. And was that kind of heartbreaking for you to see because it was something that meant so much?
Because my reputation, A1, I put my reputation on the line. 2, we really was sincere about this shit. That's why it lasted so long, because us OGs who were involved, we put a structure down. A1, we really got a signed declaration, a peace treaty declaration, signed, literally, legitimately, with our names on them, from each housing projects, that we declare this, and without promising that we would stand with our word, and anything happen here or there, we gonna do what we're supposed to do. And we did that for 12 years. Certain little shit was going on. We had to politic to keep this from happening, or from this feud to going on, or this shooting from happening. We had to be on our shit. And for 12 years, we did that, man.
And so how did you see the most recent peace treaty that comes to mind, which was after Nipsey got killed? And it was always interesting to me, because since that was like one gang member from the same gang killing someone from the same gang, it felt like that was kind of easier to use as a way to push peace. Whereas like if it was a Hoover that killed Nipsey, nobody's going to want to make peace. Everybody's going to want to fucking go to war, right?
See, yeah, exactly. See, the thing that is, you got to understand the differential. People have a tendency, especially in Los Angeles, they have a tendency of taking words and just throwing words. It was never no peace treaty.
Right, okay.
It's called a treaty. If anything, it's a ceasefire for the moment. Just like the East Coasters and the Florentians. It became a ceasefire moment. It was never a peace treaty.
Right.
A peace treaty means just that. It's a treaty. And in a treaty, there's rules involved. It's protocol. It's rules to follow. In a ceasefire, it's different. You're going to have those over there just took a loss. Man, I ain't with that shit, cuz blood. And you can't control it. The only way you can control that is if it's a peace treaty, meaning there's everybody involved and there's a committee, and you can't outvote the committee and you ain't bigger than the committee. That's the only way it would work.
Do you feel like it would be infinitely harder to make another peace treaty happen now? Because at least this is my impression, the younger generation of kids, they don't give a fuck about what the older generation says, right?
You hit it right on point. It's like not want to be taught by your father or your uncle.
They take pride in not abiding by what the OGs say, right?
Right.
It's like part of their identity.
And that's only because most of us are retired, cats are up in age, still whoop your ass. You don't even realize it. If he really, really want to go there, whoop your ass. But their mentality is different. They didn't raise their kids, family, did 20 years on the yard, 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, got tired of that shit and living their life. That's the only reason why these youngsters get buck wild like this. Then the ones who are out here OGs, they're on drugs, they scared of the younger generation. So it gives them empowerment. But they know who the fuck with not to fuck with. They not gonna fuck with they real big homies. That's why they respect them still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of cats in my peers, in my era, they were on drugs, lost their reputation, lost their names, and lost their respect with the younger generations. So this is why these young cats don't respect them. If you're a big homie and you on drugs, 9 times out of 10, they ain't giving you that respect.
You're the old guy on the corner they're laughing at.
Nah, fuck no, you ain't getting it.
Right.
You got to be a real big homie with that name and reputation and know, man, I still go there with your young ass. Yeah, what's happening? Feel me? Or you really don't want that with me because you ain't cut where I'm cut from. Because I ain't finna play your games, little youngster. I've been to knock your head off. When I mean knock your head off, they mean that literally. I knock your shit off, your mama and your daddy. So they don't want that funk, so they know how to stand down. So they know they errors. And like I said, a lot of us is just out the way. Niggas is in the shadow, kicking back, ain't tripping. So it's they time, they error. Live your life then.
Right.
But y'all living it foolishly and recklessly. At least we had some standards, some morals, some principles, values, structure, protocol. We had all that. They don't got none of that shit. It's just here.
Right.
Hey, everybody meet up on Florence. Do. Here go 1,000 kids on Florence through the text. You feel me? See, we didn't have that shit.
Right. And they got social media hyping everything up like crazy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.